Hi students, I'm very happy to invite you all for my session. In this session, you are going to learn moving, copying files and folders. How to move a folder or file from one place to another place. How to make a copy of file and folder from one place to another place. This is what you are going to learn from this session. And to move a file or folder from one place to another place, you have to select your file, which one you want to move from one place to another place. See here, I want to move this particular folder from unit 1 to desktop. So that first I have to select this one. After selecting this one, just click right mouse button on that folder. After clicking that, a pop-up menu will be appear on the screen. From that, you can select cut option, and afterwards select your destination place where you want to move the file or folder. Again, you can use your control V button. After pressing the control V, or again press right mouse button. After clicking the right mouse button, again a pop-up menu will be appear on the screen. From that pop-up menu, paste option will be there. Yes, it has been moved from that particular unit 1 folder to your desktop. The next thing is, instead of using this option, you are able to use another option called shortcut keys. To move a file or folder from one place to another place, the shortcut key is to cut. The shortcut key is Control X. To paste into your destination place, the shortcut key is Control V. So again, I am going to show an example. Again, CS1. So I'm going to use Control X, and again here I'm going to use Control V. Yes, these are all the shortcut keys to move your file or folder from one place to another place. And the second one is drag and drop. First of all, to move a file or folder with the help of drag and drop option, you have to select the file or folder, and after selecting the file or folder, you have to press right pan, and afterwards you have to do like this, or see here, it will be not available there. Here you have to select, and afterwards you have to select or press left mouse button. Without releasing the left mouse button, you have to make a drag and drop into the destination folder. This is the second one. Okay, this is the second method. So next one is copying files and folders. The first method is Control C. You can use Control C as a shortcut key to make a copy of your file or folder, or select your file or folder and press right mouse button. After pressing the right mouse button, his copy option is there, and afterwards you have to select your destination file place to make a copy of it. After selecting the destination place, here you are able to use Control V as a shortcut key to make a copy of the files, or again you can use, or you can press right mouse button. While clicking the right mouse button, paste option will be there. Yes, after giving the paste option, the files have been copied from one place to another place. Here you have to know what is the difference between moving the file and copying the file. While copying the file or copying a file from one place to another place, it will be available in the available in both the places where you have copied and where you are going to copy, from which place you have selected the files or folders, and from which place you are going to make a copy of it. In both the places it will be available while making a copy of the files or folders. But while moving the files or folders, it will be there, or it will be available in the destination place alone. It will be not available, in the source place where you have selected. From that place you are going to move a file or folder into a particular destination place. While making or while moving a file from one place to another place, it will be available in destination place alone, not in the source place. That is the difference between moving file and folders and copying files and folders. So next one is drag and drop. So see here, while you are going to drag and drop, I am going to, yes, music file is there. I am going to make a copy of music from my flash drive, I mean from my pen drive to my education D colon. So for that you have to select that particular file or folder. Afterwards you have to press left mouse button and you have to make a drag and drop here. Yes, while giving this option, it is what moving, or it is copying from one place to another place with the option itself, copying or moving like that. So next one is and I'm going to move, or I'm going to make a copy of a file from my colon to my pen drives. So here I have opened my pen drive, and here I have what expanded my education D colon. From this I have to select any one. From this I have to select any one. So after selecting that, after selecting the destination place or folder, I have to, yes, give drag and drop, or I can use right mouse button. After pressing the right mouse button, send to option will be there, and see here USB drive is there, or I can use drag and drop. This is how making a copy of file from any particular drive to your pen drive. So next one is deleting file and folder. If unwanted file or folder is there in your computer, we have to delete those unwanted files and folders. To delete the unwanted files and folders, first we have to select those files and folders. Now I would like to delete RK and PYPRG folders. I have selected those files simultaneously, and in your keyboard itself it has a button called delete. You are able to use delete button to delete the folders, or you can press right mouse button and in the pop-up menu delete option is there. You can give delete. After giving yes, it will ask you. After giving yes, it will be deleted from that place to it has been deleted as a permanent files. You are not able to recover the things. And here I would like to delete the archive folder. I am going to delete this one. It has been deleted as a normal file. Next one is recycle bin. Your deleted files or folders will be moved from the source place to recycle bin. Suppose if you want to restore, if it is an important file, go to recycle bin, right click on the deleted file or folder, restore option is there. After giving restore option, it will be moved from recycle bin to where you have deleted. Suppose if you want to empty your recycle bin, suppose if you want to delete the uh, file or folder contained in recycle bin, just right click on that, empty recycle bin option is there, because now there is no files in your recycle bin. That is why it is in disable. Suppose it contains some file or folder, it will be enabled. If you want to empty your recycle bin, you can use this option to delete the file and folders contained recycle bin. Next one is creating shortcuts on the desktop. So to create the shortcuts on the desktop, right, open your my computer, just select any folder or file, or press right hand on your folder. After that, a pop-up menu will be appeared after pressing right mouse button. From that pop-up menu, send to option will be there. From the send to option, yes, desktop create shortcut option is there. After pressing that one, see here, htdocs will be available on my desktop as a shortcut one. Now I want to delete this one. I am going to delete this one. Now it has been moved from desktop to recycle bin. It is there. See here, htdocs shortcut key. Now I am going to empty my recycle bin. For that, select or right click on my recycle bin. Empty recycle bin option is there. Again here it will ask you, are you sure you want to permanently delete this file? Yes, this one has been deleted. So next one is shutting down or logging off a computer. Once you have closed all open applications, you can either log off your computer or shut down your computer. You are going to close your computer permanently, and afterwards whenever you want to open your computer, you can switch on your computer. And next one, log off. Log off is nothing but shutting down your computer. For that you have to go here, start button. From the start button, a symbol is there, power symbol, and here shutdown is there. This is Windows 10, so that the options will be different. If you are using Windows 7, those operating system options will be entirely different. After giving shutting down, your computer will be shut down. So next one is switch user. Switch user is nothing but while you are going to shut down your system without closing your application, it will ask you opened applications are there. If you want to shut down your computer as a forced shutdown, at the time if you are giving forced shutdown, your unsaved applications will be closed without saved. Next one is switch user. Switch user is nothing but switch from one account to another account. Suppose if you are having two accounts in a single computer, you are able to move from one user to another user with the help of this option called switch user. Switch user option is used to switch to one account to another account without closing the running applications of the current user. So next one is log off. Log off is also just like as switch user, but has a small difference. While using log off, it will move. It will helps you to move from one user account to another user account after closing all your applications only. You are not able to move from one user account to another user account without closing all the running applications while using log off option. So next one is lock option. Lock option is nothing but which is used to lock your computer while you are away from it. If you are having some other work at the time, you can use this lock option. So next one is restart. Reboot the computer. It is often required whenever you are going to install new applications or software in your computer. It will ask you very often while trying to install new applications or softwares. So next one is sleep. It is used to put your computer into low power mode that retains all running applications while switch on the system again. So next one is hibernate. Hibernate is specially found in laptops alone. Hibernate is specially found in laptops alone, and it is also used to put your laptop into low power mode, and after saving all your running applications and open Windows on the machine's hard drive for a quick restart. With this, I would like to conclude my session, and with this the lesson 5 part 1 is over. So students, I hope you all are understand these concepts very well. If you have any doubts, don't hesitate to call me whatever the time. You can call me to clarify your doubt. Keep watching the videos. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you once again.